Shalom. May the peace of Yah come upon you, brothers and sisters. When you learn to obey Yah. I want to do this very important video at this time. Before I bring part 2, you will seek Yah and the Messiah in time. I want to show you what Yah said about our leaders in time past. When the Father removed, just before Yah removed the northern nations from the land, brothers and sisters, and the southern nation, brothers and sisters. Yah and Yashael Yah, brothers and sisters, because the leaders that was responsible to teach Yah people failed. They turned out Yah people, I'm about to say our people, Yah people, away from Him, brothers and sisters, causing them to break the covenant with Yah that was sealed with the animal blood, brothers and sisters, to make atonement for our sins, brothers and sisters. So the Father sent prophets to them to warn them, but they would not listen, brothers and sisters, to Yah prophets. They killed them, many of them. So we're gonna get into this. We're gonna look at the book called Jeremiah, but his real name is Yeremiah, chapter 23, and starting off with verse 1. So we're gonna read into this past history because it's very important to the present day, so you can know what took place. It said, and Yah declares, I will send. I'm reading this from a translation called the Living Bible, right here, brothers and sisters. It's the same right here in this translation right here called the Scriptures. So right here, I'm going, and Yah declares, I will send disaster upon the leaders of my people, the shepherds of my sheep. For they have, see, the shepherds and the leaders is the same, for they have destroyed and scattered the very ones they were to care for. You see that? Instead of leading my flock, which is talking about his people, to safety, you have deserted them and driven them to destruction. See? Which he's talking about after another teaching that caused death. He said, and now I will pour out my judgment upon you. And see, the judgment was everything that was written in the book of Yah that he said he was going to do, especially found in Deuteronomy chapter 28, the curses. Remember, that was the curses, the blessings and curses. You be blessed if you obey to do all the commandments Yah ordered Moshe to give us to do. And curse will come upon us, even all the curse that was in Mizraim, upon our nation, if we fail to obey, to comply. And our people agreed to this covenant, this agreement with Yah, but they turned away because the leaders influenced them too. So keep that in mind. The priests and the false prophets. Right here, he said, and I will, excuse me, I went down too far. And they have destroyed and scattered the very ones they were to care for. Instead, leading my flock to safety, you have deserted them and driven them to destruction. And now I will pour out my judgment upon you. See, talking to the leaders for the evil you have done to them. And I will gather together. But first I want to read here. See, he said the judgment was he allowed the northern nation to come in and destroy the land and take the land. Many got destroyed at that time period, brothers and sisters, over 2,000 years ago, around 2,100 years ago, brothers and sisters. Around that period of time, from the land and taken into slavery. And many wandered from here to there in different lands, brothers of the earth, brothers and sisters. And the Father promised 2/3 would die. And he only going to save a remnant that remain alive, brothers and sisters. These are the facts of Yah. And you see that going on today. He said, and then this Yah promised. He said, I will gather together the remnant of my flock, he talking about his people, from wherever I have sent them, and bring them back into their own fold, see, tribes, and they shall be fruitful and increase. This y'all promise. That means we're gonna be blessed again and increase. And I will appoint responsible shepherds to care for them. You see that? Yah is doing the appointing. Not just anyone, brothers. It's not the camp. The camps is not responsible to report leaders. The camp leaders is not the father leaders of his people. Because you see, they lead y'all people astray. Just look at all the names they identify the creator with that it falls. Yahweh, Yahuwah, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Ahiyah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Yahweh. When the creator name is Yah, brothers and sisters. That shows them modern day leaders is not the leaders of Yah. Because the leaders of Yah will say all the same thing. That's why, in the scripture, y'all said in Isaiah chapter 11, verse 12, brothers and sisters, that the Messiah will rally the people of Yah. Yes, we'll organize the people of Yah to become one. Remember, Yah also said, brothers and sisters, Isaiah 9:6, and the government of Yah rests upon the shoulders of the Messiah. See, he's responsible to get these things in order according to the will of Yah. If anyone gonna point anyone as sub leaders under him, which is we all are under Yah, is the Messiah. These are things you got to know in the nation of Yah, brothers and sisters. It's not a game. So let's continue right here. See right here, Yah said, I will appoint responsible leaders, responsible shepherds, which is our leaders. See, who will care for the flock, who love Yah, who will obey. I see, to care for them. See, reliable leaders to care for them. And they shall not need to be afraid again. All of them should be counted for continuously. You see that? Let me continue. But right here, I want you to keep in mind, Yah don't use man. Yes, he do. It's either show you where did. He gonna appoint responsible leaders from our own nation, not from the Malachims that are the hosts of heaven, that guard the people of Yah. So these are the things you got to know, brothers and sisters, and stop talking and thinking in your own way. A lot of people saying they thinking, this is how I think, this is how I see it. We got to see it the way Yah said it. See, that's why Yah said he gonna set up responsible leaders. See, the Messiah would know these things and know the mind of Yah that he gave to the prophets. See, Yah put his Ruach, which is his knowledge, in the minds of the prophet through visions and dreams. He only talked to Moshe with an audible voice. And then the time when he gave out in Exodus 20, he talked to the whole nation and gave out the 10 Commandments. That's when our whole nation at that time heard his audible voice. Him speaking in a voice. So these are things we got to know. A lot of people say, I hear Yah's voice. You don't hear Yah's voice. You read his words through the scriptures. Because the next time Yah said we will hear his voice is in the wilderness. He will address it and we will renew the covenant. So these are the things you got to know, brothers and sisters, so you will not be deceived by anyone. It's very important that you grasp the words of Yah and read the words of Yah. It's right there before your eyes. We look to, remember Yah said, he told Yahshua, they call Isaiah, if it's not according to the Torah and the testimonies, which is the words that he gave the prophets, there's no truth in these people at all. He didn't say visions, but he said, because the visions coming later, that's when we get back home. He said he gonna give visions again and dreams to the young and old. So these are things you got to know at the time. See, the time is very important. So let me continue right here. I don't want to make this video too long. It said, for the time is coming, says Yah. He talking about the end time of captivity, when I will place a righteous branch. See, he said he's going to place a righteous branch upon King David's throne. See, his seat. See, King David is not going to be the reigning king when we be reestablished again in our nation. Brothers and sisters, it's going to be right here. I'm showing you right now. See right here? He say, a righteous branch. See, that going to cause righteousness to exist. You're going to see that spread upon the earth. Branch upon King's David throne. He should be a king, see, who shall rule with wisdom. See, the wisdom of Yah. They got justice, but the righteousness and cause. See, he going to cause in his lifetime righteousness to prevail everywhere throughout the earth. That have never came to pass yet right here. And this is his name. See, then it goes to identify him right here. So they got italicized, but it's actually Yazi-Kwad. See, Yah our righteousness. Not Yazi-Kwad, Yazi-Det. At that time, Yah will be saved. And I'll show you how we're going to be saved when we get home. And Yah will live in peace, which is in our own land. See, all this got to come to pass. And the Messiah going to be there to lead. The king going to be there with you when all of this take place. Brothers and sisters, I want to show you something. Because we got to go back a little bit. You got to see this. When the second time, when the temple was built the second time, when by the will of Yah, King Cyrus Koresh from Persia, that was the last Messiah, Isaiah, brothers and sisters, before our people got put out the land of Yah from Persia, Isaiah chapter 45 verse 1, you can read that in different other places as well. I will show you later. So right now, I want to show you this right here. When they went back, it said this man Kananiah, grandson, Zerubbabel, was briefly governor, but not king. See, he was not the Messiah, but he was the governor that rebuilt the second temple. When Cyrus gave the order for the people of Yah who wanted to go back, also with the high priest named Yahshua that came out of captivity of Babylon, they went back and rebuilt the second temple in troubled times, brothers and sisters. But the Father said also in Zechariah, the third temple, that the Messiah going to build going to be far greater than that, who Yahshua, the high priest, was illustration of, and with the priest was illustration of the Messiah to come, and the priest to come who was going to be responsible for the third temple and rebuilding of the third temple, the Messiah, the end time Messiah. Y'all see that. So with that, I say Todah Yah.